right, guys, welcome back to Rooted in Texas. Sounds nice. Rooted in Texas.
It just kind of rolls off your tongue.
It does.
Rooted in Texas.
So, this time is going to be the fun fact of the month for stuff I wanted to do. So I got 5 fun facts, and this is for the nicknames that was given to Houston. There was a whole lot more. There's about 30 of them, but I'm just picking 5 that I liked. Okay.
By the way, if we haven't introduced ourselves,
yes, I'm sorry.
This guy is Boyce.
I'm Boyce, and this is my wife.
And I'm Nina.
And sorry about that. I get a little excited.
Because this is his series.
So, fun fact: the nicknames Houston received. Okay, the one that everybody knows, and I think is one of the best ones out there, is being called Space City. Just for the simple fact that when John F. Kennedy delivered a speech in September of 1962, announced to the country plans to put a man on the moon. So I don't know if y'all remember that. I don't remember it because I wasn't born yet.
Same.
But I do recall the replays that my parents told and showed on TV in school. Yeah, good old school. And it took from 1962 when JFK announced that they didn't go to the moon, like they didn't land on the moon until July 20th of 1969. 7 years it took them. Now a lot of people know the first man to walk on the moon is
Armstrong. Right?
Neil Armstrong was the first man on the moon. Who was the second man? Who was his pilot? Because he was the pilot. The second man was the pilot.
Why wasn't he not named first? Why isn't he well known?
Because no one remembers number 2.
But he was the pilot. He was manning the ship.
But Neil Armstrong was the space commander. He was the one in charge.
Okay.
So the second person, if nobody knows, and a lot of people don't know this, is Buzz Aldrin. Okay, Buzz is not his first name. Okay, his first name is Edwin Aldrin. Now Edwin's still alive. Unfortunately, Neil Armstrong passed away a couple years back. R.I.P. guy.
Yes. Rest in peace.
Yes. So first words announced from outer space was Houston. Okay, so the first phrase is Houston, tranquility base here. That's when they landed. As soon as they landed, that's their call back sign. But yeah, that's pretty cool. From the time they announced it, from 62 to the time they landed in 69, 7 years.
That's very cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
All right, number 2.
That was a good little story.
Now, number 2, everybody knows this one too. I didn't know why they called it this. Did you know why they called it this? Bayou City.
Bayou City, Houston.
Yes.
I always hear that.
Yes.
But I don't know where it came from.
Okay. So Bayou City, Houston is often called the Bayou City because the historic location of the Buffalo Bayou.
Oh, the one where it has the button. If you haven't seen that, we'll leave an iCard somewhere for the first episode.
Yep. And in a city without mountains, oceans, or other distinctive topography, the bayous are the distinguishing natural features in Houston. That's why it's called Bayou City, because we didn't have hills. We don't have hills. We don't have
glorious mountains.
Yeah, so we don't have none of that stuff. But we have mother flipping bayous. But it was, and it's a cool name, Bayou City, Houston. That just sounds awesome.
So I don't understand why they put their distinguishing natural features
because the bayou is a natural feature. It's if you look up the definition of the bayou is a secondary water source that's fed from either a river, an ocean, or a lake.
Okay. So
it's a secondary water hole. That's basically what it is.
I guess.
So that's why it's called the bayou.
I don't know. It just doesn't sound natural. It should be a natural. Natural is a babbling brook or a pond.
See, the babbling brook has running water into it. The bayou has
Standstill water. But
yeah.
wouldn't that be a swamp or
a swamp actually has water that's fed from underneath to keep it there.
See, this is why this guy's a smart one.
Now, number 3, which I think is pretty cool. I never heard anybody call it this, but it's been called this apparently. Magnolia City, which everybody knows where Magnolia is at.
Not everybody.
But
If you're not from Texas, or you're not from Houston, you don't know where Magnolia is. Magnolia.
Now Magnolia is I guess it's a city in Houston. It's like Pasadena is. This is called Magnolia City. Houston is because Houston's nickname is Magnolia City goes back to far back since 1870.
Wow.
Okay, this has been documented. It's been named Magnolia City. The terms refer to the natural Mongolian barbecue. The national magnolia groves that flourish in the east of Houston. Although the urban development saw the diminishing of this in the 1930s, so that since they're developing, they wiped out a lot of the trees out and everything else.
So sad. No wonder.
But it does remain to keep people remember being called Magnolia City, and they actually have a Magnolia brewery that's still referenced to it. But if you've never seen a magnolia tree, they're very pretty trees.
We'll put up a picture.
Yeah, and they're very hardy. They come in, like the flowers come in different colors. You can actually eat some of they do produce fruit, actually.
Really?
Yes, they do.
Ooh.
Some of them do. And I want one just because I've seen one that's pink, where the flowers are pink and they look so pretty. I think they're awesome.
Don't magnolias have really distinctive smells?
They do have a real faint smell that you pass by.
Like fragrant smell, like you can get a hint of it whenever the wind is blowing.
Yes, it is very pleasant. And here in the Houston, since we're in Region 8, I think we're in Region 8 for the growing.
Oh, for our growing
zones? Zone 8.
We're Zone 8B/9A.
Yeah. So
I know that.
So Zone 8 is great for magnolia trees. They love the atmosphere here. They love the
humidity, the heat.
They love it.
They thrive.
They'll grow great here.
Oh, we got to get us a magnolia tree then, babe. Maybe we could put it in our front yard.
That's what I was thinking. Put the pink one if I got the pink one. Anyways, I digress. Number 4 nickname for Houston is Hustle Town.
This one I have heard recently within the past, I'm gonna say 5 years.
Yeah.
Hustle Town.
Okay, Houston goes by the nickname Hustle Town because of the placement as a commercial trade, music, art center, where the daily hustle and bustle goes on nonstop. Which there is. There's a lot of places out here that don't close, like club-ins and
clubs, bars, places where you can eat.
Yeah. So they go all night. There's even a nightclub. There was a nightclub named Hustle Town, which in Houston, which I never. It was probably before my time. Oh, I never been clubbing. I don't go clubbing anyways. I was either working or getting punched in the face. So.
Punched in the face. He wishes he could get punched in the face.
People pay for that kind of stuff. Can you believe that? It's nuts.
That's not this kind of episode, though. We're not gonna get into that. This guy. Gosh.
But it has been a lot of rappers and a lot of R&B singers has used the word Hustle Town and has used the phrase referring to Houston. Mm-hmm. And there actually is an old group in Houston called H-Town. They're from H-Town. And of course, H-Town's another nickname for
Houston.
But everybody knows that one, so I don't put that one in there. Okay, this is the number 1 used for technology and advancement. It's this number 5 for my count. It's the Silicon Bayou. Okay,
There's that word again, Bayou.
They have the Silicon City or in California where Silicon Valley where they do all the technology. Houston has that too. This phrase was coined by Mayor Sullivan Turner, our mayor as of now. He's our mayor
of 2023.
Yeah, back a couple of years back too. He's been mayor for a good minute.
Yes.
He coined that term Silicon Bayou. Houston is a hub for inventions technology, and digital universe. So Houston has a lot of companies here.
Is it silicone or silicon?
I think Silicon.
Okay.
You know, Silicon Valley.
Sorry, I just...
No, it's okay.
like bird.
So yeah, and they have a lot of that. They moved a bunch of businesses from California, even from Colorado here, that does with digital and electronic stuff. Like if you get a degree for any kind of programming or software, you can get it here in Houston and get paid pretty good, find a job anywhere. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's interesting.
And just an extra fun fact, Houston is, I want to say it's number 5 of the biggest cities or most populated cities in the U.S.
I believe that.
Yes.
Because we got our borders of Mexico.
No, just Houston. Houston is a city. Like Houston City has the most population, just the city by itself, number 5 in the United States.
But that's what I'm saying, because we have our borders, like people keep coming through and they never go back home, which, you know, whatever, but, you know, do it the right way. But I mean, you have all sorts of nationalities, you know, and I've met quite a lot of people that they were not from here. They weren't born here, but they migrated over here and they went through the proper channels and now they're American citizens. Yeah, so that doesn't surprise me.
It took my mom 3.5 years to get her citizenship when she first got here. She got here when she was 15 years old. So it took her a good minute, and it was expensive back then. It's still expensive now. But if you put the time in and you put the records in and everything else, it can get done. But again, people want that instant gratification. Like, I deserve it, you should give it to me. And then I feel like I gotta smack him down. I goes, no.
Okay, we're not gonna get into that.
But speaking of that term right there, there's another nickname. There's a little bonus thing. So there's another nickname that Houston is known for because of Katrina and the Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, and Hurricane Harvey.
But Hurricane Katrina is the reason why we got this name.
Okay.
It's called Big Heart, Texas, or Big Heart, Houston. So, because we took over 150,000 people from Louisiana, refugees, or, you know, I guess we're going to call them refugees, but they're misplaced from their state because the hurricane destroyed a lot of it in Louisiana. So we took them in. Houston came together, provided thousands and thousands of dollars for room and board, food, clothing, shelters, and everything else. And that's why they gave us the nickname Big Heart, Texas. You know,
that one's a nice one, and it goes with my shirt. Oh my god, and I didn't even know that. Okay, sorry.
Well, that's all I got, guys. If you have any more fun facts, or you have to think of your own, just let me know and put in the comments below. And thank you for coming and paying attention to my videos.
It was fun. I learned quite a bit. Thanks, honey. Thanks, Toots. All right, guys. Thank you once again for joining us. We hope that you enjoyed. And if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to share and hit that like button, please. Yep. It helps us and it helps our algorithm. And also leave a meaningful comment down below. That also helps as well. Anything else, honey?
No. Just remember, sharing is caring, people.
That's right. All right, guys. We hope that you have a blessed week. Hit that Monday hard and come out strong on Friday. So
it's a holiday Monday, so it's a short week for most people.
Yeah. Kids are out of school.
Yeah.
And don't forget to be kind to one another.
Yes.
And until the next time, guys, we hope that you are blessed, and we see you next time. Yep. Bye.
Bye, guys.